guys. All right, we're off to the hospital.
Hello.
Oh, I can barely walk straight. He thinks it's a didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo? No.
It's not.
I'm Australian, and I'm quite impressed about our first people.
You should be.
This is actually out of the carpet.
We salute you.
I found it. I'm a kid at heart.
First
it's okay.
Nationers.
I have just finished vacuuming and power mopping.
Yeah, so everything's
cleaning,
clean. Oh, and the curtains are up. Hello, by the way.
And pictures and clocks and everything else is up.
Yeah, everything's done. But anyway, the house tour is coming later.
Soon.
Apartment tour, sorry.
Well, apartment, yeah.
Where's my wheelchair, please?
Oh, do you have a wheelchair? It's outside. Your chariot awaits.
So I see you soon, Bobby boy. Oh, he's going to the toilet. Okay, sorry guys, there's people here. I don't want to video people. They don't want to be part of the video. But basically, we're heading to the hospital for my gastroenterology colonic.
Yep.
Sorry.
Gastroparesis team.
I'm tired. I'll tell you more in the car. So yes, we're in the lift.
We're in the lift. We're going down. Off to Fiona-Ston
Hey,
Hospital.
remember Get Smart? I
Yes.
still love that show.
The Current of Sorrows.
How old are we? Alright guys, so we're off and racing. No, not racing.
So are you looking forward to this?
Mm-hmm.
What a
I am.
sad and sorry tale to be looking forward to a colonics communication.
I'm
with
looking
the
forward to colonics.
gastroparesis nurse. Wow.
Well, yes, I'm not looking forward to the actual colonic, but
But
anyway.
Non-medicated treatment, yeah.
Yeah, it's great because it's non-medicated. Look how tired I am.
You poor bugger.
But basically, because the reason why they're doing it unmedicated is my whole GI tract is paralysing as part of 22q. It's one of my battles with 22q, and because they're not working, they have to be pumped with heavy laxatives for the last 15 years. But now that is damaging my bowel. We don't want to do that. So, and I want to live. This is all part of the goal of living longer and quality and all that, right?
We've been needing more and more, haven't we?
I don't want to end up with a peg. I don't want to end up with any extra medical interventions that I just find gross naturally. Who wouldn't? So, basically, this is a non-medicated way of getting my bowels to empty. Yay. I get blockages, guys. we're not talking about IBS. Okay.
No, this is
they got that wrong.
Compaction.
Yeah. So I have a very good gastroenterologist. Very, very good. I highly respect him. It's very hard when you have a genetic syndrome to find any good specialists in Australia. Fact. Now, easier when you're a child. That's great. I wouldn't say easier. I mean, these medical mamas and these people with kids battle, but I'm just saying when you get handed to the adult hospital, it's like, boom, it's like you don't have it anymore.
Yeah,
and you have to advocate for yourself.
Adult systems, isn't
yeah,
it?
so you've got to be, you've got to be such an advocate for yourself.
Whereas, like, for example,
you've got to be an advocate for me as well.
For 22q here in Perth, there is the Perth Children's Hospital.
No
there are two
adult
specialists. It doesn't go into the adult realm. So
no.
There's absolutely nothing. Unknown, no knowledge,
and that,
no skills.
in my eyes, so Health Minister, hear up, okay, listen up, sorry. I want this to change. I deserve medical care in knowledge of my 22q, not someone who has no idea. There's too many syndromes for them to know about. Now look, luckily when you have a really good specialist who gives a shit, they will go above and beyond, and they will keep that in their mind. They'll look things up. They'll read the manual that they've been given at the hospital that's like this thick about 22q, and make sure that they're not just looking at you with eyes of like a human being and something's breaking, but also look at, is this a 22q related thing, right? Rare though. I'm sorry, but it's rare. Now, I'm talking Perth, Western Australia, so let me know if you're a 22q or in any other state and what your experience is. So, I was told I'm in the worst, I should be over east, I'd get the best treatment. So, to get me off laxatives, well, have them less often, basically.
And look,
it's going to be colonics, which is a natural way to get it out. And this is even with a very controlled diet. It's a very depressing diet. It's another thing that this syndrome makes you grieve. people look at me and they go, "You're not sick." I am. And I cannot just sit down and eat a meal, which, as you can imagine, Christmas, barbecues,
when you've got to
get-togethers,
combine gluten-free,
it's just depressing.
lactose-free, FODMAP, gastroparesis, all
Gastroparesis,
into a
right,
diet, it's like,
and
okay,
you
what's left?
can't eat
Cardboard.
one full meal a day. You have to eat 6 meals a
8,
day,
grazing.
6 to 8. You got to graze.
What we're hoping, though, from the colonics and getting away from the use of industrial strength medications is that it'll
Like
have less of a chemical imbalance
pre-surgery.
change.
We're talking about pre-surgery.
And we're hoping that this is
stuff.
going to have less of an impact of causation towards seizures that you have. Obviously.
Correct, and also that's
so fingers across
right.
now.
So my gastroenterologist gives a shit more than my neurologist. Fancy that. Neurology is a world of their own, and genetic epilepsy
So
is
rare.
the most rarest and the most neglected, and it's fucking annoying.
Did you know, though, here's a sub point to that before you
Okay.
go on. Australia is leading the research in genetic
I'm just in
epilepsy.
the wrong state.
Our country, out of all of the countries in
I
the
need to
world,
be in Melbourne.
have seen the correlation, have done the discoveries, and have also identified 100 different, I guess, genes at the end of the day that correlate into genetic epilepsy. Yes. Now that research is cutting edge, bleeding edge, above and beyond, and unfortunately, it's
You've got to
not
be
out
onto
there for
it.
everybody else.
I mean,
so,
there is a lady, isn't there? There's a medical mama in Melbourne,
yes,
and she has her daughter has a syndrome. It's a different syndrome to mine, but nonetheless, same thing. Genetic seizures, goddamn rare. A lot of them don't get enough treatment, supports. It's very dangerous. It's very scary.
and just so hard
for
to diagnose.
caregivers,
at the end
hard
of
to
the day.
diagnose.
Mhm.
I've been having seizures for 12 years now. It's been a long time of trauma for me and for him.
Yeah.
So it's not fun. So what happens is when I'm compacted, so this is more than constipation, when there's a blockage and it can take me 4 weeks to pass something, right? Not a good situation to live with. And this is a dangerous situation that the public health system shouldn't be doing. It's actually dangerous. But people that tell me we have world-class care, yes, we do, but just not for people with syndromes.
For mainstay, run-of-the-mill, easy to resolve issues.
Okay, I'm a rare syndrome person. End of story. Like, go fuck yourself, people that think that I'm lying. Anyway, basically, because of the impaction, I don't absorb anything. I don't absorb any of my medications, which is a real pain because A, energy, B, just like I need all those things because when you got 22q and it affects, 22q can affect lots of parts of your body, pretty much every part of your body, every part of your body basically. So I have a lot of medicines and they don't sink in. Now that's fine for your vitamins for a little while, maybe, sure, but it's not good for seizure meds. We've gone to the liquid,
therapeutic levels.
We've done everything we can, and we are actually stopping 6 seizures a day to 1 every
few days. And it's also the intensity, and it's also
pretty
the
good
severity. So
change.
we've done incredibly well. Dyan responds very well to ASM.
We just
which is
need a
anti-seizure
very good
medications.
neurologist that is much
But you're
more
right on one part,
understanding on
it's the
genetic epilepsy.
absorbency levels, but it's also what gets flashed out of the other end if you're getting things like diarrhea. But there's also the chemical composition.
Well, that's what happens at
When
the
you
ends of laxatives.
And remember, we're not medical professionals, so please go see your doctor about this. But when you're taking a lot of laxative medications, they introduce other different chemicals into your system. So they change the balance of your potassium, of your, a whole range of different chemistry sets. Exactly. And
because
of course,
with
that
epilepsy, the triggers are
bingo.
Not having enough food, not having enough sleep. And my sleep meds don't work. And I'm autistic and ADHD. So just ask Sarah about that. Yeah, I don't sleep if my medications don't work. And I take enough melatonin, apparently, my doctor says, that would knock out a horse and 2 grown men. Well, I'm a tiny person, because 22q is another thing about us, we're very petite. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me. And on top of that, I take Phenergan. I know, right?
You take 50
and then maybe a Valium sometimes. It's ridiculous.
And it still doesn't touch the
sides.
Oh.
Someone needs to hit me on the head with a sledgehammer and put me to sleep. However, that would be
towing?
That would probably that would probably kill me. So that's probably not a good idea. But basically, it's really bad. So I don't sleep as well. So all of these things put me at more risk of having seizures. And there's a thing called SUDET. Okay, and guys, it's not talked about enough, and it happens so much.
Unexplained death from epilepsy.
Any seizure can kill. you don't know which one it's going to be.
Nope,
So imagine
exactly.
being a carer, imagine being the person, okay, you prevent seizures as much as you can, and it's very difficult to do when your stomach is not cooperating with foods. That's why we're getting this done. So we're on our way, and yeah, it's good. I'm just very appreciative that I have a good gastroenterologist.
Yeah, and we're looking at a system that we can actually do
And a
ourselves
good sleep doctor.
from home. So it's
A
actually
good
getting
sleep
access to the equipment. It's going
Yeah.
through the training, knowing how to apply it and use it appropriately.
Yes.
And safely, because this needs to be done
Yeah,
regularly
it needs to
and
be done
frequently.
safe.
And we also have to be able to
appropriately.
have access to it affordably, because that's the other part of it. Is
Yes,
some of these
I'm
solutions
expensive.
are bloody expensive, but not on the PBS.
And I don't get everything covered by NDIS. People
No.
think that the NDIS does everything.
No, it's
You've got to
exhaustive.
fight for everything you get and justify stupid things. So don't get that wrong. It's the providers that are robbing the scheme blind, not
Yeah,
us
the participants,
participants.
yeah.
Okay, don't look at us. I'm still fighting for medical oxygen because the health department don't want to cover it, then the NDIA don't want to cover it, and the health department don't want. They're fighting between each other, and I'm sitting in the middle going, I don't want to fucking die. So anyway, we got a lot of hurdles. It's not that easy, and it should be. I should not be fighting for medical oxygen. So yeah, maybe I get a little bit upset when some funds are spent in the NDIS in certain ways. I'm against it too, because some of us really need it for our health and to live, like legit. So anyway, we're nearly at the hospital. Oh my gosh, this is not my favourite place, okay? I hate it. Alrighty, we just went through some wetlands. Gonna have to check that out. There's a wetlands centre.
Yeah.
Never heard of it, but I'm gonna check it out.
Scenic tour just to get to the
Yeah,
hospital.
it was kind of a scenic tour to get here. Kind of unique.
Bit of a Leyland's brothers
What's
sort of
over
trip, you know?
there? Oh, there was cows and horses over there.
Right.
That's so cool. I want to go talk to them.
Coming
Can we
up
go
to
talk?
Murdoch University.
No, we can't talk to them because
No.
we're a paddock away.
They're in Paddock Way.
Murdoch University. What are they doing to the cows?
Animal hospital. Now let's see if we can actually get
Okay.
a car park.
But
Next
they don't do
challenge.
anything bad to them like medical experiments, do they?
Okay, we don't want to go down there. Why do we want to go down there for?
That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of these poor cows. Are they
No,
medically
no.
experimented on?
No one wants to go down there.
Please don't do that. My details are at Murdoch University, yes, for another one of my rare diseases as well. It's very, very rare. Farr's disease. I have a calcification in my brain in a specific location.
Basal ganglia.
The basal ganglia.
Bilateral calcification.
I remember studying that at university, the biology of psychology. That was fascinating, actually. Really made me want to do like more into how the body actually works. I like my science.
Okay, those cars
But
are all
it's-
stacked, packed, and racked, trying
The
to get.
problem is I don't do good with blood. I'd love to be a nurse, but I don't do good with
Okay,
blood.
You're going past these
So
guys because that car park is
doesn't
actually
fit, does
chockers.
it?
You can't get a car park.
And I wouldn't want to be a nurse now because now I'm too much of a patient. It's like, these places must be depressing to work at. But then again, if you're working from the other side, it's probably like, it's just all fun
This
and games.
is why we allow
What?
extra time when we go
Yes,
into the
this
hospital.
car park is a nightmare,
If
and
you
it's
don't
expensive.
get here before 8:30 in the morning,
expensive.
almost forget getting a car park
Yeah.
at Fiona Stanley Hospital.
Pricey.
So we just get the bypass to John of God Hospital. There's
Are
a
we?
secondary car park over there.
Oh,
now it's a longer
no.
trek, but it's a more
Is it bumpy?
guaranteed way of getting. No, it's a guaranteed way of getting
Individual
car
jet.
parking. I could be waiting a half an hour there
Taking
just
my
to try and
sunnies.
actually get into the car park, and then you can spend a half an hour just driving around waiting for someone to come out. So it's not worth it. We'll be late
That
for the
is
appointment.
annoying.
It is so
Yeah, we
damn
don't wanna be late.
frustrating. And that's why you got to allow all this extra time when you're going to appointments, which is an impact on Dyan because she's got to be up earlier, she's got to be sitting up more, waiting longer.
Oh, I've got the chest pain clinic too soon
Oh,
because
thank
they
goodness.
wanted to see me and do some ultrasounds and things.
You're
And
going to do a CT angiogram of your heart.
I've had one just recently, so I'm doing one again. But because my heart event, so basically I've got to go to this extra clinic now. Yay! I am turning 50 this year. Should I? And I'm talking like a 22q or turning 50. Should I be surprised? Not really, but this is life. This is my life. Welcome to chronic illness.
Such fun.
Okay, and even more than chronic illness, genetic syndrome. Welcome to that. sucks. Okay, it's not an easy life, and there's so much that I miss out on, and particularly in my middle age right now, I really feel the grief of the things that I've missed out on, and really hurt by the people that don't stick it out with you, because Australia is terrible for how they treat their sick and elderly. They just ignore them. They pretend they don't exist. We don't matter. We're not valuable. So that's why I have a YouTube channel to tell you guys you're fucking valuable, and if anyone fucking tells you you're not, then I'll fucking punch them.
We just like
And carers rock. Okay, we're going to find a car park.
Bingo.
Hang on. Boom, got a car park, not too far. Sir, you did good. Guess what? These guys charge less. It's all good.
Yes.
St. John of God, get this. The private hospital charges less than the government hospital. Fuck you, government, okay? Stop doing this shit to me.
It's the privatisation
I'm
of car
broke.
parking, eh?
I'm broke, but yet I'm going to IKEA. Yes, I'm going to IKEA.
Again?
Yes.
Last trip.
Yeah, it's the last.
It's the last thing we
little
decided
things.
we needed to go.
You know what? Those crate things or boxes from the kids section that they obviously use for toys and stuff. Great for medical cabinets when you've got a lot of crap that you've got to store. They're like all multicoloured. They come in like 3 packs or 4 packs. Oh my God, they're so good. And they're like brick things. They stack on top of each other, and they've got this little indent so they don't slip. I'm getting more of them because I'm telling you, they are so good for... You're getting it the wrong way.
Alright, seriously? I think you need a physics degree to put one of these
We
things
can't
up.
have me too hot, too cold. Oh. Alright. I'm helping
Sorry,
him.
just putting the sun visor up.
Alright, you're bringing a bit of show, dude. Alright, you ready, guys? You're helping. See, you just did a great job there. So what was I saying? Yeah, so those boxes at IKEA, if you have medical things you have to store, get it. Seriously, it is so good. I've just dropped my parking permit far out. Okay, let me get my shit together. Fucking go again. We're at the fucking hospital. If I had $1 for every time since childhood that I've been to an hospital, I would be a billionaire. So guys, we'll finish off as we're walking in, but I'll just show you the roof of the hospital. How about that? I'm not going to show people. So, you can see the roof though. Is that a deal? That's a deal. Okay, it's a deal. I'm whacking this on my leg because I'm stimming, because I'm very,
you may
very
have noticed the ramp up as we get closer
stressed.
to the hospital, the Dyan's language, intonation, volume level, and then her stimming increases. Don't like hospitals, do you?
Can you hear that? That's on my leg and I can't feel it. I can't feel it. I can't. Yeah. There's a lot of cars. Vroom, vroom. I distract myself. I'm like, oh, I love the trees. Oh, I love the trees.
Probably a bit like the wetlands as we went past
look
the
at the
wetlands.
trees.
It's like,
I don't give a
what did you say?
I don't
There's
give
lots
a
of snakes.
I don't give a fuck about the trees. I'm going to hospital. I don't give a fuck about the trees. I want to go home.
This will be a quick in and out.
Well, sounds okay. Let's not even put those two together. But yes, let's hope so. Fingers crossed for me, guys. Let me get out of here as soon as possible. It is not my favorite place. I would rather stick needles in my eyeballs. I would rather stick toothpicks in my ears. I would rather zap my brain with electricity, electrodes, and zap it.
But it's a lovely day. 32 degrees here in Perth.
The Tourette's is going to come out as soon as I get in there.
You reckon it hasn't already creeped up?
So if you hear anything as you're looking at the roof, and that's the ending of the video, guys, just know that. Like, feel free to.
Sorry.
Yeah,
a lot of bumps on this road.
Okay. Feel free to, like, you know, just check it out. It's not that exciting, really.
Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up, comments and questions below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can see more of our content as it comes through. And don't forget to share with other people so that they can find our channel.
Anything that might relate to us, that, you know, us.
If you're in a standing hospital, we'll spin you around so you can have a view of it from the distance.
Yeah,
that's the big
fucking hate you.
new complex.
Fucking hate this place.
Oh, that's such a fun place.
Why is special so special and so precious? Okay, the Tourette's is coming. It's coming. And that's nothing compared to what's going to happen in there. So I'm going to try and you guys are encouraging me. So I'm going to just, it's too.
And we're off.
The grass probably has ticks.
Okay, let's wrap up here.